I hate the word sacrifice. In today's episode of Deconstruction with Kate, we're going to discuss what sacrifice means and why it gets under my skin. We're going to take a look at the dictionary definition of sacrifice. It's an act of slaughtering an animal or person, or surrendering a possession as an offering to God, or it's to offer or kill as a religious sacrifice. It all has to do with religion. And the thing about religion is it is based on faith and not fact. And so there really is no concrete evidence that when you sacrifice something, it's actually being done for the good of this God that you've never really seen or heard. When you hear the word sacrifice, you suddenly think of a martyr. So when we say we're grateful for someone's sacrifice, we are feeding them this victim mentality or this martyr mentality that they didn't really have a choice, but because God wanted them to do it, they did it. Often they do it not from a place where they really want to. It's not necessarily a choice they would have made. It's because they've been gaslit or shamed. Think of the story of Abraham and Isaac in the Bible. Did Abraham want to murder his son? No. But he did it because he felt like God wanted him to do that. And as I'm deconstructing God, I think that's a really awful thing to ask. I also don't love how people will use sacrifice to justify horrific acts. I recently saw the movie Heretic, which is a movie with Hugh Grant, and I'm not spoiling anything because you can see that's from the previews, but he abducts two sister missionaries from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day-Saints, or the Mormon Church, the one I was born and raised into and just left. I was a sister missionary just like those two girls in the movie. Though the story is fictional, it doesn't mean to say that horrible things don't happen to missionaries. They do all the time. There are missionaries that are injured. They have been killed. They've been assaulted. They've been SA'd while on their missions because they're vulnerable and they feel like obedience is more important than anything. I can see when these things happen, especially if they die in service, I can see people justifying it. Oh, they were willing to make such a great sacrifice for the Lord. Bullshit. They were vulnerable. They were victims. And there's no reason we should justify that ever. So what word do we use instead of sacrifice? How about we use the word prioritize? Thank you for making the family a priority here. Thank you for making this something that's important to you. Thank you for demonstrating the importance of this person or thing to the rest of us. The word priority is so empowering because when you prioritize, you make a conscious choice, an educated decision, and you can list all of the things in order of their importance. And when I think of prioritizing something, I'm not sacrificing anything else. It's just I'm placing the importance of one thing over another. And when we proactively prioritize what things are important to us, we have no reason to play the martyr. So just a little food for thought today. I think there's power in the language that we use. P.S. Go see Heretic. Absolutely worth it.